All right, what is up again? It's only been like what, hour? I think, hour or two. I don't know. Anywho, yeah. So last we left off, we were going to implement async with Tokyo, but turns out we actually don't need that. So this right here is running in an async closure. If I can. Right, so on the submission of the form, the user does same thing here. Async block, and then this function's called. So does not need async. However, we do still need to specify an arbitrary amount of time for the timeout. I mean, I'm gonna say 30 seconds, honestly, because if you don't have your thing ready in 30 seconds, I guess, you're cooked. So now let me go over here and pull up my stream real quick. Here we go. Okay. Alright, so we set the read timeout, and then all the information that we get pretty much from there is from the requests, from the initial request. So we do need a buffer. Actually, I forgot to declare that. Oh, that's right. It must be wrapped in some. Also, I don't know if you guys are seeing that, like, glitch on my screen. I don't know why that's happening, but it'll buff. Handy dandy question mark. Let me think here. Our buffer can be any size, really. It doesn't really matter. However, right now it's it does need a capacity, or it does need, predetermined. So 0 to 5. Max. CPU size max 60. Man, that is a lot. What do I do in the here? I mean, I guess I could just do that. Sure, why not? Ooh, that might be an issue over here, actually. Because we're using this buffer throughout the entire program. 512 bytes. I think we might modify it sometime over here. It's for file contents, sending stuff to and fro. And it really has been too long since I've worked on this on the back end. Yeah, that's probably an issue. Let me check something. Does need a slice. Valid by, yep. Excess bytes may be discarded. Ooh, not even an error, so that's not good. Let's see. I mean, actually, it may not be a problem because in our implementations here, we account for just the header values, not like the entire packet. So, yeah. So it should be good. But once we actually finish this and test it out, it'll be a different story, probably. So let's go ahead and change this. Okay, yeah, we'll do that. However, I don't know why I was reading max TFTP request size. Where exactly did I get that from? I believe I was reading the options specification for TFTP, and it said something like the max request size. Oh yeah, that's where I got it from. The max request size will be 512 bytes, but I didn't take into account for the fact that the buffer is being reused, and that is also being reused for data packets. So yeah. I think I just did the same thing again. Yeah. Here. Okay. Alright, set the read timeout. Now we're gonna listen for response. Pass in the buffer. Receive, returns a result. We're gonna handle this, so. So essentially, it's going to be a match expression where, oops. If it times out, we resend it. Or actually, no, in this case, if it times out, should probably just repeat it one time to be safe, and then error out. So, okay, bytes received. Error. Error.kind. We're gonna match that. Error kind should be timeout somewhere. There we go. Timed out. We're going to handle that. I hope I did this for here. Well, we're sending the packet first, but what did I do? Okay, I do the same thing. Alright, good. Good. Alright, we're gonna reuse receive the buffer. This time, if it doesn't work, that's tough. Any kind of error. There's a bunch. We can't handle all of them, because this is all IO errors, so we're just gonna have to send return error. Yeah, TFTP error, and then See, I don't really like doing that anymore. Okay. That should be it. Found string expected. Oh, oops. Okay, there we go. Alright, then we don't care how many bytes we receive, we're gonna handle that in our functions anyways. So I don't like this one. Okay. Alright, then once we receive the request, honestly, we could go into the main loop. Or no, we gotta validate options in the request. So validating configure options. That's right, okay. And then once we have the options, we can extract the information out of that packet, open the file, and okay. Okay, so we gotta get whatever's in the buffer and get the packet out of that. Request equal packet try from, and then we pass doesn't need to be immutable reference. Sorry about oh. I forgot I changed that actually. Wait, what? Okay. Question mark that. Okay, let's see. We are going to reuse the request we received. So wait, actually this is something else I need to check. Because let's see, we take options. Ah, okay. Alright. Take whatever the client options are. Go from there. So we technically don't even need these right here. I think we do. Probably take that off. Okay. Client options gonna be quest dot options. Gonna match it. If it's some, gonna return that bad boy. If it's none, we should just continue like normal. Except it's not gonna allow us to return or yeah, just return an empty hash map. Yeah, let's do. Okay. What do you mean? I thought I already had it in here. No? Okay. So we'll return an empty hash map if it doesn't return anything. Now the options moved out of the packet. So I believe in this situation we can do as convert from option T to option. Yeah, I think we can do that. No? Oof. Oh, that's what we wanted, not deref. Match arms having compatible types. Yeah. Okay. That might lead to a weird bug because it's returning a referenced thing. Okay. So that's one way around it. Okay, then what is the validate returns a result? It's probably always going to return okay because we're just modifying the values. Except we need a file handle, so we gotta extract the file they want to read or write to as well. Oh, we gotta extract a lot of stuff actually. Do that later. Take care of that later. Okay, let's look at the format again. Opcode. Mode plus dots packet type. Should it be mode? We're gonna match against it later, I think. Whatever. Let's file name quest Actually, I may not even need that. I might just need the config. Look at what the config has again. File name mode. Oh, perfect. Okay. So all we need is the config. Client config. Request config. And then I'm gonna match that. Also keep as reference in case we want to use that again. So config, just return it. And if it returns none, we gotta return an error. Return TFTP error. Guess we could do malformed. Packet. Okay. Oh, my bad. Keep forgetting that. Okay. Got the options, we got the config with the file name, what mode, except the mode in this context is the octet. So we're gonna get the actual mode, whether it's read or write. Will be request packet type. Yeah. Okay. All right. So because that gets us a reference to the config, everything in the config is also referenced. So means the file name should be actually, what are we doing? We don't need the whole config. We just need the file name. Config dot file name. Oh wait, no, we do need to extract the whole config so we can refer to it. Oh, that's so annoying. Okay. I don't think it's going to let us move that because it's a referenced value. Yeah, figured. So we need to clone it as much as I don't want to. What would be a workaround for that though? I mean, we could just take the config. I mean, where... Honestly, let's just have owned values for now, because I don't think we're gonna need to reuse that stuff. Okay. All right. So, in order for us to validate the options. Node server. The problem here, yeah, is only if it's read. Otherwise, what does it return? We're not changing the block size of the client requests. Not changing the timeouts to client requests. So then what happens here if that doesn't? It'll probably just return an empty unit. Pretty sure it will. Okay, so what? Packet, validate, figure options, client options, file handle. Oh yeah, we need to open file. Yeah. Okay. I believe it's open options was the API we were using. Write, read, and create are the two things we need, I believe. Yeah. Write, true, read, true, create, true. And then at the end we do open. File name I believe is string, so it should work. Yep. Oh. Mode is going to be mode server read. Guess we gotta match the file type, or not file type, the packet type. Rename this just to avoid ambiguity. Request type, it's better. And let read, matching against request type. Packet type, read request, true. Packet, write request, false. Guessing, oh yeah, and then if it's anything else, we gotta return an error. Return error. TFTP error. I might need to change the way I handle these because there's a generic error. I guess there's not a problem with it, but because we're giving a description too, it's not like, you know, I guess it's okay. Okay, but anywho. Alright, let's see what it is saying. Expected mutable. I'm gonna make this mutable and make it a reference. And And file handle expected, reference found. We didn't unwrap it, did we? Okay. Alright, cool. So request type, matching based on the request type. That can be copied. I'm pretty sure that has copy. Okay. Alright. Now oh, wait, hold on. We need to open the file name with the directory. And on top of that, well, if it's a read request and we open the file and it doesn't exist, it's just gonna create it. Ooh. Okay, so maybe we need to do different types of, we need to handle that differently. Okay, here's what we'll do. Copy all this first. We're also going to do another match statement. Read true. And we're gonna, actually I don't think we need brackets. Formatting's awful though. Oh, dude. Goated. Russ is goated, bro. True. Create will be false. And then false. We have open options. Okay, I'm just gonna write true, read true, create true, open, and I pass true instead of the file name. Okay, so we're going to format that to be slash and exposed directory file name. There we go. Okay, what's this one? What is all this about? Finder, use that. Oh. Oh, same thing here. And file name. This method takes, oh. Okay. Alright. So then if this returns an error, probably... yeah, we should probably handle this error as well, if it's an error right here. This, it doesn't matter. Here, it does. So, let's just not get the result of either. And then I'm gonna, once again, match the result. Okay, file. And we're just gonna return file error. Kind. Match that too. And error not found. Wait, what? Oh, error kind. That's what it is. Not found. Yep. Fits that. And we got to... we shouldn't close out completely. We gotta send an error to them first. So I'm pretty sure I can form a packet based on the helper functions I made.
Nowadays say I have no time. Of course you don't. Because you're not aware of the present. You know, the present is represented on your watch by a hairline. That is as thin as possible as is consistent.
Error.
So everybody
Could set the fields here. Oh, no, you can just do that. Nice. And then turn into that and send it. See what kind of errors it gives.
Now, the present is the only real.
Oh, it just straight up. It doesn't even. It only does that for packet, I believe. No.
There isn't a future. And there never will.
It's interesting. Because it's handling any kind of error, so it's up to us what to pass it to it. Alright, that works for me. This is going to be in a block. Actually, we could probably just abstract this into its own function, honestly. Did we do that anywhere else? I don't think so. I think it's just a server function. else I need to, because this has to be assigned. File, handle. Okay. So then here, all we need to do is construct an error packet. I did have the error codes beforehand, I think. Oh, that's right, it was here. Because honestly, we can, as the people making the application, like it says in TFTP, this is like the standard stuff. But theoretically, like people can send whatever error message they want, whoever's making it. So, yeah, just use the code. Error packet structure packet new error. I was expecting an error message. Not found. I believe it takes a string. Is that a result? No, not a result, thankfully. Okay. And then from here, get house bytes. We're gonna do packet from or no, is it into? Guess we'll see. Okay, what is up with this? Yeah, no duh. And then if it's a different error, I believe there's a code for that too. TFTP operation. I guess we're just gonna send what will we send? Oh, actually, I will be right back. Hello, I'm back. Okay, where were we? Why is that error? Oh yeah, that's right. If it's any other error besides not found, let's first see what other errors, because it could be a matter of permissions. File too large. Interesting. We got some really interesting stuff here. I mean, perfectly valid errors, nothing, uncommon necessarily. The question is, do I choose to see? It's a little different because on the client machine, I mean, you do know if it's there or not, and if you if you purposely give a directory or something, then at that point you're just trying to break the program. So, but for server, I mean, it could be different things. It could be many different things. So the question is, do I the question is, what do I do? So we handled that. Access violation, I'm not sure what that entails, because TFTP isn't, you don't authenticate in TFTP. Let me look at the specification. No details. You know what? I think for the sake of simplicity, Now you know what? Let's see, I don't know, because I could do it different ways. I can handle each error, and then for each error, you know, maybe I should make a function. Just pass it the error code, the string, then have it send the packet. So, you know, yeah, let's do that. Because I don't want to make like a whole long list. Wouldn't make sense, really. And then okay, yeah, it should be good. Take error code U16 and then error message. Just do string. To be honest, this doesn't need a result. Because either way, the client will stop responding. So yeah, then we need a socket. And a buffer. In this case, we can just make a slice. I don't really like that. There, I guess that's better. Okay, so we're literally just gonna make packet structure packet new error code error mess error packet is bytes packet try error packet structure. That's right, it's not going to return a result. What do we do down here? Okay. Man. have done it either way. Okay. Hmm.
Cosmos is also within us. We're made of star stuff. We are away from the cosmos to know itself.
How should we go about handling that? Expecting a file. We can't pass in a file.
Made of star stuff.
I guess we just gotta return. Yeah, return an error in this case. Yep. Now as for this, I believe we can just oh yeah, that's right, okay. What do I forgot what I did for that stuff. Huh. Okay. I guess because we didn't specify the type. Yeah, that's why. Alright, and send it on the socket. Actually, we don't even need a buffer. Just send it on the socket. Socket. Okay. And we're still gonna need those. Error. 01, error message. From not found. And we're gonna, why does that, oh, forgot, need two. Surround, add. Why would you? What? Cannot mutate immutable variable socket. Okay. We're gonna do this for let's see what other error codes there are that are officially supported or described, I guess. Not found. X this full. Storage full. Same thing. X 0003. Disk full or allocation exceeded. Error. It's file too large. Yeah, that would be covered as well. File already exists, or no? Maybe that's what it means by access violation. Okay, what else? It exists. If it matches, or if it's read, we have to open it with create if it's a write request. However, if it's a read request, wait, why is that an error? What? That doesn't really make sense. If it's a read request, if the file doesn't exist, that's an error. If it's a write request, create needs to be true, but it might give an error if the file already exists. We should check into that. Yeah, any write calls on it, overwrite it. Or open it if it already exists, yeah. Huh. Ah, there we go. Create a new file, failing if it already exists. Yeah, because that's what we're trying to do. Then here, this doesn't need to be true. We are sending a file over. Just need to read it. Can't create the file. Honestly, we could probably just take off those two anyways. If they're sending a file, write needs to be true. Read doesn't need to be there. Create new needs to be true. There we go. Okay, so now already exists actually does make sense. Here, what was it? 6. File already exists. 2 string socket turn error TFTP error. We also do need the semicolons. I don't know why I kept it. What else? No such. Why is there no such user? You're not authenticating with TFTP. That makes no sense. It might be a lower level thing, actually. Could be. I have no idea. Okay. And then any other edge cases, it's going to be unknown error. Okay. Alright, let's see what is wrong here. What? Did I miss something? Sorry, what? Oh. Oops. One. Oh, I do need that. I'm losing it. Unused result. Okay. I mean, we don't really care about the result we get here. I mean, if a type fails to convert for some unknown reason, it's just gonna panic anyways. So, or it's actually, no, it's not gonna panic. It's gonna send back an error. But like, it shouldn't fail because we're passing in the values, you know. So, okay. Alright, that was quite a bit. In this case, we have to send back an error as well, I believe. So yeah, let's because otherwise, if the client, they'll probably just time out and try to send another packet. So we do need to send an error packet. Okay. All right. Also, we actually don't need to do this. The max, what is the max? Max buffer size UDP packet. safe UDP load is 508 bytes. Oh, well, I mean, yeah, packet fragmentation is a thing too. Oh, this was 16 years ago. Yeah, I was about to say it said MTU on the internet is 576. No, that's a higher number now, so. Oh, here we go. Theoretical limit. Yeah, right there. So the max size of the data, 5547. So while it could technically be this, should we just keep it as that, or actually specify the actual theoretical limit? I wonder if they have like a header or something. UDP. Looks like it would be a constant, so. Wonder if net. Oh, there's nothing related to the network. Which, I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense. Like, you can make it whatever you want, it'll just be fragmented at the IP level. Okay. Well, in that case, looks like we got everything handled. I do need to split up this file at some point, honestly. Okay, debating whether I should get off or not. Probably put all of this in its own function too, really, because we're not even, like, we validate the options here, and then we start the main loop. We should probably make a backup of that. We should probably clone that and then pass that to the actual main transfer loop. Okay, well, I am going to get off. Probably be back on tomorrow. And I'll make sure that I know where exactly we stopped, so I'm not spending like 10 minutes looking all over the place trying to figure out what we were doing. And yeah.